All right, so hey y'all, I wanted to invite everyone on this trip with myself, with Loretta, and for this originally started as a business trip with Legacy Smart Group, and as I did my business plan and my goals for 2024, I said, you know what, I want to travel, and I met who I'm going to introduce here shortly, a person that kind of talked me into getting on my first cruise and out of years, I've never really traveled. So I went to Dominican Republic, and now that was the icebreaker, and now this one. So something that was gonna fit a budget, passport questions, and all of that. And Miss Marion, I call Miss Marion Denson from Mavoden Services. She stepped in to help me bring this dream to light. And also she encouraged me to share with everybody else. So this is not a family trip, team trip. This is a family, team, friends, and just everybody trip that I just want, to accompany us just in life, just to just have a good time and accomplish your goals for this year, just like I'm trying to do myself. So with that, we just with Marion, I'm gonna ask her a couple questions, and the goal is just to give you this introduction. As you go through the paper form, the link that we have here, there's gonna be just a introductory of knowing who you are, and then I've asked Marianne. She said, "Hey, let me reach out to everybody, give them a personal touch, and answer all questions." So this is just an introduction into this event that we're having, that we're gonna have a good time. So, Marianne, could you tell us where are we going?
Hi. Well, the cruise is from August 26th to the 30th. It's leaving out of the port of Miami, Florida, and it's going to the Bahamas. One of the first ports in the Bahamas is Princess Cays, and then another port is Nassau. So
Okay.
basically, that's it. We're going to the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, that's hey. I've never been to Bahamas. I will get my Bahama body together, right? I don't know. They're gonna be out there with the deep voices. One of the questions that I was asked, I usually get asked is, do we need a passport? As we're going to the different ports.
No, you do not need a passport if you are traveling to the Bahamas and from the Bahamas on the cruise ship. You do not need a passport. Your birth certificate and a government all that you are needing. So the government ID could be your driver's license, state ID. When my kids were younger, I got them a state ID from the DMV just so they can have a photo ID.
Okay. Now that's nice. So, that way a lot of trips they require you to get one of those. So okay. The One of the other things, so the different ports. So we're leaving from Miami, and then
Mhm.
what? So when does the boat leave? I know everybody talk about docking.
Okay.
How does that
The
work?
the boat actually set sail at 3:30 on Monday, but of course they have different boarding times beforehand, and I would suggest that you actually get to Miami no later than Sunday. I do not suggest traveling on the day of departure because if life happens and if you miss the boat, you just miss the boat. They don't wait on you.
Okay. So I know that definitely myself, I've been to Miami once. I went to the airport, for an event, and I've never experienced. So Miami, I don't know a pit bull gonna be there dancing and everything, but I'm coming early, so I will be a day early unless we, depend on how that works. And I think you mentioned that you're going to get into looking at the hotels for people that want
Yes.
to drive in, fly in, and see if we can get all of those things. So the next thing, so I just want to I get straight to it. and ask, how much is it gonna cost? How much what do I need to do to get started? How much is it gonna cost in the end, and what should I consider so I know what my budget needs to look like now and then?
Okay. Um, the prices are based on double occupancy. You have to have at least two people in the room, or if you don't, you're paying double. So if you get an interior room, that starts at 304 per person. So that's 608 for the cabin.
Hmm. Okay, I can do
And
math. Okay, I got you. It's two. So
right.
okay.
An ocean view room is 384 per person. A balcony starts at 584 per person. And the suites, the prices fluctuate. They
Mm.
starting at 696, but then it went up to 756. And I just looked on here, it's now 604. So it all depends on when you book what the suite will be. And it is also based on availability at the
Okay.
time of booking.
Got it. Now, do we at the now we do have a well because the prices do fluctuate, and I'm given we picked a timeline that gives everybody enough time to plan and pay. So,
Hmm.
do we gotta book the room at a certain time frame? Look, how does that work? Or do we gotta pay up front? I know you probably just said that, but
Okay. No, we can hold you a spot at $50 per person. Now, those for the early saver prices, meaning those are no changes. You can't make changes. I can book that and assign you a room at that time. If you want to go the regular route where you can make changes, then that deposit is 150 per person, but you still don't have to pay it all up front. You can start with the 50. Then once you've paid at least 150 per person, then I can assign your room to you at that point.
okay. Now, I'm gonna come out and have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a good time, and I don't know some of the kids they have to start school, some don't start school until September, but they may bring the kids or take kids out. So are kids allowed? And then sometime I don't want to be by I want to have some adult time, so I don't know what it's like on the boat. Like stay over
I
there and watch Barney. So how
I
that
I get that question a lot. Yes, kids are welcome, but kids have their own spots on the boat. Um, Camp Carnival does from ages 2 to 18, and they have age appropriate activities. And all the kids are not grouped together. They got like 2 to 5 that's grouped together, and 6 to 6 and 7, or 6 to 8. I can't remember the ages, but each little group they are grouped together. And my children, I've been cruising for years. Your kids not gonna want to see you when you come to pick them up because they're not gonna be ready to go. So you're not gonna be hearing all these kids and seeing all these kids. They have their own play areas, they have their own pool and everything. They're not with the rest of the people.
okay. And I think I was watching I'm gonna send everybody a YouTube video. You can see it on YouTube, but for the seasoned cruisers and the unseasoned cruisers like myself, what cruise are we getting on? Is
Oh,
there a name?
okay. Yes, we are going on Carnival, and the ship is Conquest, Carnival Conquest. And you can actually, once your room is assigned, there are a lot of YouTubers out there. They can you can see a video of your actual room, because on carnival.com, they'll just show you an overview of what general rooms look like. But the YouTubers will film, if let's say you are assigned room 7344. on Carnival Conquest. You can put that in on YouTube. And somebody out there has posted when they were in room 7344 on the Carnival Conquest, and they will show you a video of your actual room.
Oh, nice. I'm familiar with room 7337 because everybody posting about that room. That's the room I don't want because I don't want the room everybody booty been up. I'm just joking. I got jokes. So okay. So we'll wrap up. Um so Loretta talked to me about something called tips, and I have spoke with Marion. I'm already booked up and everything. I got the suite, y'all. So I got the suite, and what Loretta mentioned to me that I didn't know was something called tips. So could you explain that, Marion? Tips?
That they call that the gratuities. And actually, when I booked your room, I added your insurance and gratuities already. So your stuff, when you pay for your cruise, it'll already be paid for. I would suggest paying for as much stuff as you can prior to, because when you get there, you want all your money to go to having fun. You don't have to pay for anything else unless you want to do something extra. You can eat 24/7. There's so much stuff to eat on the ship. You can actually order room service. You can get another meal when you're in the main dining room. Yeah,
Everything,
just
everything.
awesome.
So I take that as so
Yes,
usually
I love cruising.
yeah.
I love cruising because when you take a regular vacation, you have to pay to get there, pay to find somewhere to sleep, pay for your entertainment, and pay to eat. Well, when you do a cruise, all that's taken care of in one fee.
Okay. So then I guess all of the staff members that's on that boat, that's really what they coming to they working for. So that gratuity is, hey, here's your
Yes.
I'm
Now,
gonna say I know tips.
yeah.
So okay.
Now, if you feel like someone has gone above and beyond, you can slide them a couple of dollars if that's what you want to do. Nobody's gonna stop you. But your gratuities, and if you don't prepay for them, they will be adding it to your bill before you leave the ship. You'll get a bill slid under your door the last night of the cruise. So when you wake up in the morning, you got this bill under your door, and you have the opportunity to go to guest services if it's something that you dispute, but they will charge you for gratuities.
Okay, so
Uh,
just paying it ahead of time. And then
yes.
one thing you talked about as I'm learning from traveling is that this is all inclusive. So you saying I can come on there because I've become a whiskey drinker, so I can go get all the whiskey I want
No, no,
and
no, no.
whiskey it out.
Alcoholic beverages are not included. No, they do. They do. You can do water, juice, coffee, tea, stuff like that. But alcoholic beverages are not included. You are allowed to bring on one 750 milliliter bottle of wine or champagne per passenger, a 12 pack cans, whether it be soda or water, to cans or cartons. You cannot bring anything in a plastic bottle or glass. The only thing that you can bring in a a glass bottle is the wine. Now they do have a Cheers package. That's for the people who drink alcohol. And I can't remember the price of the Cheers package. But you are limited to 15 drinks per day, 15 alcoholic drinks per day. So,
I'm glad
and
you
every
telling me this
and
now.
you know how some people can be, oh, well, you just buy the Cheers packet and we could drink off of it together. No, every adult in the cabin has to buy it. So if you buy it said, then you got to pay double because Loretta has to get it as well.
Okay, now that's cool because I'm drinking her stuff. You said you don't drink, so you get the all the juice you can drink. So okay, true. Okay, because I what hey, you told me it was all you could drink. You might have to worry about me falling off the boat, and I can't swim. So
Keep
anyway,
the balcony door closed.
I got you. I'm not gonna drink the whole trip, y'all. So okay. So that's so you broke down the all inclusive. So I like that. Nobody's gonna oh, I do have to ask this because I tend to forget for those that have allergies or unique eating habits, can't forget about those. Is there anything for those
Yes.
individuals?
Yes. We can add that to their profile that they need certain things. Well, not need, but they have to stay away from certain things. Yes.
Okay, got it. So, allergies to nuts, strawberries, or maybe vegan or Presbyterian and things like that. So,
Mm.
okay, good. So that way, we're not having anybody trapped for 4 days,
No,
anything like that.
no, it's something for everybody. I mean, like they have guys burger joints, they have a deli, they got a pizzeria, they have now the steakhouse is extra charge, but that's just specialty dining. But it's so much stuff on that boat to choose from. And
Okay,
you pick and choose what you want. You order your food. The main dining room does have a vegan selection
okay,
if that's what you want.
I like that.
And you know the stuff that or you are allergic to, so and they will denote this contains nuts or stuff. So you should be okay.
Okay, so I feel like this video wasn't created. This is do an introductory. Y'all see my face, you see Marion. So I've been sent out the link. There's like this is the real us, right? So this is not AI. So definitely more questions. If you have anything, click through the link and then that we have. Love to have you on the trip. Definitely may have a bonus on for my business Legacy Smart Group. Definitely will have something for you at that time once we designate and get the numbers in. But then we definitely want to do our best to get everything in by the first of the month. That way we have our numbers, have everything set, know who's coming, and we can have a good time. More information will come to follow about if you come early or stay late or hotels and things like that, you have one of the top professionals, Mavoden Services, travel and everything else. She'll tell you about it, where we can get after it and we just coming to have a good time. So, okay, y'all, click the link. And I can't wait to see you on a trip of this part of 2024 to accomplish all of the dreams and goals and everything and swinging off the boat like Titanic and all of that stuff. So don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. So, okay, y'all. Y'all have a good one.